Hello everybody, Iain Robson here. Welcome back to Train Simulator 2016. So here we are in a steam train, and someone asked me to fire up a steam train, so here we are. Oops. Better load that PSI. And so what we're doing is waiting for this train to go by. I've made the mistake of not paying attention to the lights, and this is a train simulator game, so I have to pay attention to these types of things. So that is what I've run into a couple times now. I don't know what that actually means. What does that mean? So I'm waiting for this light to change. So I think when it goes up, we're safe to go forward. Let's go inside the cab here. Or inside the cab. Inside the side of the train here. So we have to wait for this to go up. I think. What does it say? It says red still, so we can't go. So I guess we have to wait for it to finish, to clear the other section there. So, oh, there it goes. Perfect. So there it goes. We're clear to go now, I think. So we're just doing a small little. We're just doing a small little section. So we have to go forward and we have to go backs. And we have a steam train, so everything's just a little bit more difficult in order to go forward and backwards. So I need to pay attention to these lights. Does it say down here anywhere about the lights? So this little section of track right here is actually a 15, this little part over here is 15 kilometers an hour. So we have to try and not go too fast there. So if we go into 9, it was 9. So we need to go to coal siding 3, which is this guy over here. There we go, adjust that. Then we can go backwards. I don't know if there's a good way and a bad way to work this particular train. I've had success either just reversing it or applying the brakes first. Inches HG. There we go. Now we're going to head backwards. And we're going to pick up that first little section right there. Yeah, I've actually done this snare a couple times now. Mainly because I failed. Not paying attention to the signals. Just the way it goes sometimes. You have to be careful of these things. And actually, I attached the Farm Sim side panel to see if it would actually work. And it does not. I plugged it in basically, and all it says Xbox controller. And I was like, what? I'm like, I can't even like set anything, so apparently it doesn't recognize like anything. So I have to be careful. What's the brake? Brake. I'm using the. See, this is what I had. This is what it gave me. I'm like, not helpful. Keyboard layout. Damper, blower. Firebox. How about brakes? Brakes? Emergency brake? No, we don't want the emergency brake. We want just the train brake control. Apostrophe and semicolon. Okay. Apostrophe and semicolon. Oh, that's weird. So we want to slow this guy down significantly. Oh, we're going to slam into that thing. That was so lucky. So I still managed to ding it. Now we need to go backwards still a little bit further, because apparently we can't connect to it right now. What button is it? 0? Yeah. Alright, so we need to go backwards just a tiny little bit more so we can actually connect to it. I think it's this one I'm looking for. There we go. Connect that guy. Now we need to go forward. There we go. And the cool thing about this game is you can kind of like do what I'm doing right here and just kind of do a little bit of free form, like outside the actual train itself. Or of course you can just go straight inside. You can technically fiddle around with all of these, but I don't know what they all do in this particular. That's regulator. Yeah, but if you really want to learn all the individual controls, you can totally do it here. That's the last car we have right here. So we can kind of see that. And we need to clear the junction first, which is that right there. Okay. Let's go ahead and apply the brakes. Take that off. So that's the little part right there. Alright, so we need to go into coal siding number 2 now. Alright, now let's take the brakes off here. And we need to go the other direction, that always helps. There we go. And the hard part I find is trying to get this guy to do what you want it to do. Because it's not just, you know, go forward, go backwards with an electric or diesel engine. That's about as fast as we want to go. We want to try and just coast in here nice and easily without making a big mistake. Now, I'm not an expert at Train Simulator. I do enjoy the game, and I have not tried many of the hard scenarios because I'm not good enough. Excuse me, because I'm not good enough for a lot of the situation. But it is still fun. Excuse me. Alright, so let's go ahead and apply the brakes just a wee bit more. Try and get a nice slow tap. There we go. Look at that, like a pro. Alright, so now we can set off to our destination. So we can actually take the brakes off, start going forward, and let's go for it. So let's go on the other side here. Just stick our nose out the other side, because I've actually done this scenario a couple times now, and I have not been careful with the signals. And I don't know if you can actually check the signals. No, you can't. Does this show the lights here? No, it doesn't show the lights. So there's our next point way out there. So let's just slow this down a little bit, and I don't know what that actually does when you call ahead. So we're gonna find out. So I'm trying to keep an eye out for the lights right here. That's why I'm on this side, because there's a little part up here where I've actually messed up because I wasn't paying attention to the lights. All right. Turn that down a wee bit. I don't know if you can actually regulate your air pressure by applying the brakes. I don't know if that actually works that way or not in this game. I'm definitely not an expert. Alright, so I can't see that light. What does it say? Oh geez. Is it red? I can't tell. Let's go into this, or no, it's this form right here. So this is a light that I've run into before. Now because I wasn't paying attention, oh, looks like we're good to go. It's green, we can go. Phew. Yeah, that's up, that looks good enough to me. Now, as I've mentioned before, it's all about air pressure here, so that light's good. I wonder if there's a way to actually tell whether the lights are clear or not. Other than just visually seeing them. I guess that's what this is supposed to be right here, with this calling feature, call ahead. So we're clear to go. This is excellent. That says green. If I fail a scenario once again, I'd be a little annoyed. Yeah, we're good. Nice. So I don't know how I'm not sure how the train is supposed to work. Looks like we're clear to go, so we just go full steam ahead, so to speak. In this case it actually applies, which is awesome. And let's go into this view here. Love steam trains. Actually, there used to be a steam train, there used to be some steam trains around Ontario and Quebec, but I have not heard of any haven't heard of any run for a while now, which is a bit unfortunate. So we're good to go. We're good to go. We don't have any lights in the near future, looks like, which is good for us. We can sit inside here. I don't know why I'd want to sit inside. What does this one do? Take the airplane view. That's pretty neat, actually. yard camera. Or we can take the world view. Very nice. It'd be kind of interesting to be one of an engineer or a conductor, whatever you want to call this position. 3.54 miles, okay. Whatever you want to call this position. It'd be kind of interesting. Can I look around in here? No. I'm forced just to stay and watch. Can't do this. I wish this could zoom out a bit more. This is too far. That just stays still. Ooh, up to 40 miles an hour. Nice. Is that a screenshot feature? It totally is. Take screenshot? That's awesome. So I don't know. I'm assuming keeping the PSI at a nice level is important to keep your speed up. Based on what I understand, at least. So I am not an expert when it comes to steam trains, but it's definitely pretty awesome to look at it. That's for sure. All right, so we do actually have to be careful about our water levels, because if we're not careful about our water levels, we'll actually our train will not function. Oh, look, there's a train going the other direction. Nice. Totally got that screenshot. Would have been nice if it was the other side. Get the sun on the other side of the train. But I don't know why. This is the view I end up watching half the time. Like if you're not doing any kind of like stuff in the... we want to... There's a little... It can be a little difficult to adjust your throttle to get like the sweet spot. So like as you can see, my my little PSI is going like little PSI symbol right here is going like up and down because I'm trying to. It seems like once you get into like the sweet spot, it's good, but it's hard to actually get it into that one spot, and that's why having like a controller of some sort would be nice, especially with steam trains at least. Because if I just put this up full throttle, it actually slows the train down. Oh, right. So here's another light coming up, and we might actually have to slow down. So if we go here and the world view here, I can't go faster than the train, or can I? Nope. Definitely not. Got the engineers over here. Nice. So you can actually hear the engine, the steam train engine, change a little bit. Oh, what does that do? That's the brake, accelerator brakes. So, we want to be in this view right here, so we can see the low signal, and hopefully it's green. Hopefully being the keyword, of course, here. And I've actually run out of water before doing this scenario, believe it or not. So, is that up or down? I can't tell from this distance. And the funny thing about train sim is like as soon as you go past a signal, that's yellow. Does that mean the signal ahead of us is yellow? Oh gosh. I need to go back and look at train signals now. Oh goodness. I can't see it from this distance. And it's on a turn, of course. Can you imagine being an engineer and trying to see this? Like, this is how you'd have to see it. Like, you just lean out the window. I'm like, is it there? I can't tell. I'm just going to slow down, just because I'm not sure. And can we call ahead? No? This is probably the prudent action, just to slow down, just in case. Oh, we're good to go. Whew. Alright, let's put the beans back on it. So we have to go to down Wincanton Yard reverse point. So we're coming up to it right here, as you can see. And we're going to have to speed up just a little bit. Or I don't know, actually. See, this is where I'm not sure about. Like, how can you tell what there's a light coming up, but I can't tell if it's green or not. So I don't know how that would work in real life. In this, like in real life, they probably just they would probably be people waiting there, like, or at the station telling you what to do, I would imagine. So I'm gonna start applying the brakes here again because I have no idea whether this is 15 kilometers an hour as well. Anyway, so that's only if you go on that siding there. It looks like though. All right. Okay, I don't see... Oh, the light's green. We're good to go. I don't know if we're getting water or not. I don't know what's going on. Nothing. We're at a standstill right now. Guess we need to build up pressure. And I'm like deadly serious about that. So there's the pressure PSI going up. That's why we have the brakes on now, and we're just building up a little bit of pressure because hopefully the idea would be after building up a little bit of pressure we'd be able to go forward. So 117. So we have 40% water right now. So we're actually losing water, believe it or not. Now I guess we have to get to a certain point. So there's the signal right there ahead of us, and what does that mean? That is a blower. I don't know what the blower does. And that is sander. I don't know what those things do. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not an expert. Go. Go now. My train is stopped. Do I really have to build up pressure? I guess I really do. Alright, I guess we're gonna wait here. Alright, I'll be back in a sec when I start moving again. Alright, so we finally got moving again. I think that was like a good 5-minute break there. The blower thing right here really helped to increase my the air pressure before we started moving again, so I don't know if that is an integral part of using a steam engine, but it seemed like it really helped. Instructions complete. Okay, can we go forward? There are 2 catapults directly behind your tender here. Oh, of course. So now we actually need to slow this thing down again. Okay, so now we need to go backwards. So let's go ahead and... So we need to go to... Wincanton Siding 2, which is that guy right there. So we need to adjust that. Oops, no, that was right. Wincanton Siding 2, right there. And that one needs to be adjusted. There we go. Alright, so let's go backwards now. And then we'll take that off. Get that rolling there. Now we need to go backwards. And what does it say we need to do? Drop off those things at Wincanton. Okay. I can do that. As long as this... I'm running out of water, though. I don't know if that is a big issue or not. Well, in a steam engine, it's definitely a big issue. Let's just say that. I don't know why I'm going forward. I want to go backwards. Don't know what's going on. Guess we need to build up pressure to go backwards. Once it's ready to go, start going backwards. Go, go, go. But this is the weird thing about a steam engine. When it's running, it's running. When it's running well, it's great. When it's not, it's like, Now, I think what the sander's supposed to do is, I think that it's supposed to decrease the... I don't know. I'm not sure. But the blower definitely helps to increase this PSI, which is good for us. Alright, can we actually go backwards now? Yes, there we go. So there we go, we're going backwards now, which is good. Maybe it's because we have such a high volume of information. Why am I saying information? A high volume of cargo here. I don't know. But that could be part of the reason why. But maybe this blower's not supposed to be running, but we should be able to move faster than this, I would think. Anytime now. Why is it slow? There we go. Slowly but steadily. This is the problem with one of these old guys. There we go. So we actually need to drop this stuff off. And then we need to go pick up 2 other cars and attach them to this guy here. And we're just backing up into a siding right now. That's all we're doing. I'm not sure. I totally should look that up. What does a sander do in a steam? Or what? I guess you probably wouldn't even need to look up for a real steam engine. You could probably just look it up for train sim. I imagine that would probably be fine. It's because we're on an incline, I bet. It's hard to tell. Oh my goodness. Anytime now. But our air pressure is good. I don't know what the maximum air pressure actually is here. I don't know how that affects the water either. Maybe it's good or bad. I honestly don't know. But I've been trying to keep this green because this keeps our air pressure up, which is good. And that means that our train actually moves. Slowly but surely I'll start to understand the train. So we're going into like a little siding area, so our maximum speed is capped out at 15 miles an hour. So we have to be careful about that. I wonder if there's a way to adjust it with the brakes. Oh, looks like there is. Whoa. Alright, we don't want to go any faster than that. There we go, nice and slow. Alright, so we're going to back this guy up into siding number 2. This is like, it's funny because in Minecraft I've done this kind of stuff before, and we want to put the... Oh, shoot. We were doing so well, too. Anytime now. There it goes. I don't know what I guess what they used to do, like I've seen so many pictures of like engines. There we go. We just need it to if we can put this to 0, can that actually, I wonder if that would actually work. If we put that to 0, our direction, if I can get it to 0. Oh my goodness. There we go. And then actually increase that. Oh, that actually does work. Sweet. Alright, so there we go. We're going to back this guy up here, because that is where we need to be. Then we need to drop off 756. I think it's all of them. There we go. Go backwards a little bit further. And I don't know how far back we need to actually go. Does it actually... It'll probably just say, actually. I imagine. Be like, complete! Survey says... Let's brake. Brake, 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 brake. There we go. So we need to decouple. I think it's all of these. Is that right? Yes, perfect. Now we need to go forward. Forward, that would help. This is like so complicated with a steam engine going forwards and backwards apparently. There you can see the you can see how it's working out. Alright, there we go. A little bit of forward momentum. Put it at 10%. I don't know if it's better to adjust like the steam. I think this is kind of like the red button here is more of our steam. Alright, so we need to go into this guy, and we need to go to siding number 3, so that's that. That's 3 there, yeah. So I'm going to go backwards. Backwards and forwards, backwards and forwards. Yeah, could you imagine trying to do this within a steam engine? Like, this would be like nowadays they don't do this anymore, obviously. But I couldn't imagine doing this with a steam engine. Like, back in the day, like, this would have been such a painstaking task, just because, like, of how it works, basically. Maybe it's not that bad. I don't know. It just seems really bad, I guess, to me. I don't know. Why is my speed increasing? I don't understand. Oh, that's too fast. That's too fast. Way, way, way too fast. There we go. That was going to be a pretty rough connection there if I was kept that speed. There we go. Yeah, and now I have to get back up to speed, because that would have been like a slam into that thing. Oh gosh, come on. I don't know what the inches HG means. I'm not sure if that's supposed to be HG. That is it sounds like something on the periodic table. HG, but what is HG? I totally forget now. Let's apply the brakes. There we go. Now we need to attach the other ones again. I'll never win. Okay, nice and slow. Nice and slow. Get this going. And if we decrease this, is this going to make a difference? No. I guess that's supposed to be steam. And the other one's supposed to be, I don't know. I'm not sure how it would work, to be honest with you. But this is working out better this time. I guess once you get practice at it, like anything else, basically, once you get some practice, it's not so bad, but I don't know why these two cattle cars need to be at the start, but I guess there's some reason. Alright. There we go. Once we get past this little area, let's apply the brakes again. There we go. Slow this bad boy down. Now I'm going to go back to wind canting 2, which is that guy, if memory serves. That's wind canting 2. There we go. And go backwards. And keep that throttle full. Nice and slow. 5%. And wait for it to start acting and start doing something. There it goes. I guess it's just slow to react. In the end, that's what it boils down to in this particular tree. It's like, okay. So, like, while I was waiting for the steam to build back up again, I was totally like, I'm like, oh, I'm just going to hop in their computer for like 5 minutes and, like, do something. Like, that's how long it took for it to build back up steam. Alright, there we go. You don't want it to go too fast. 4 kilometers is probably, or 1% probably. No, that's actually a little bit too much even. We want to be in this screen again. And once we get close to them, once you get the pressure up, it actually works fairly quickly. But getting to that point is actually difficult. If you're like me and you're terrible at managing these things. Alright. There we go. 3 kilometers. That's too fast, that's too fast. Oh my goodness. Yeah. I know, drive quality was bad. I'm sorry. Alright, now we need to attach these cars. So I need to back up to these things a little bit more. No, I want to stay on that screen. Because then I can actually... Oh, there it is. Alright, now we can head forward again. Okay. Oh, there we go. Go, 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 go. Yes. There we go. Again, we have to be careful. just because we don't want to get into a situation where we go too fast, because this is a 15-kilometer section right here. No trains are coming. The lights. Where is the lights? Let's go into the screen right here. I don't see the lights or the signals. I think we're okay though. So now our next destination is 3.54 miles away. Keep it at 5%. As long as it's going forward, it looks like it's fine. Oh wow, the pressure really starts to decrease if you put too much throttle. That's crazy. I guess that was my problem before. There we go, 70 kilometers an hour. Now, see, as you see, the pressure isn't going down. It's still going down, but not as much. So I guess the idea is once you get to a certain spot, you don't have to put as much. I don't know. I'm not sure how it's supposed to work. We're still good. There, it's green. Alright. I don't know how, I'm not sure why the forward momentum or rear momentum actually changes the, has an effect on the PSI, but it does for some reason. We only have 8% water left. That's probably pretty bad. I hope I don't have to do anything crazy once I get to that last place. No. Just stop. That's good. If I did do something more complicated than that, I'd be like, not gonna happen, folks. Not gonna happen. No, I guess this would be how much steam you want to use. And that would be, Nope. Let's say 50% of the steam we'll use, and then, there we go. That's not so bad. We're not really increasing speed very quickly, mind you, but that's okay. It sounds way better when you're close to the train, though. Look at that. Now, what does that do? That's the regulator. That's that. So that regulates how much. And what am I moving right now? Oh, that guy right there. What is that thing supposed to be? Reverse cutoff. Okay. It's kind of cool, actually. Let's turn down the regulator a little bit. Yeah, so that's what happened before I ran out of water. Alright, well, that'll be it for me for today, folks. Unfortunately, I ran out of water. Apparently, I'm a little bit too slow on the uptake on these ones. But I'm not going to try it again, because I think I've tried it a couple times now. I ran out of water. It still says we have 5%, though. What's up with that? Anyways, folks, that'll be it for me for today. My name's Iain Robson. This has been our episode of Train Simulator 2016, coming at you from Somerset Dorset Joint Railway. I guess that's where we were. All right, guys, if you enjoyed yourself, why don't you go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I'll catch you guys later.